Today is Mother's Day, and as we know, mothers occupy a special place in every one of us, all over the entire globe. Our mothers take the place of all others, but no one else can take their place. Our mothers are not tied to nurture only their biological children, but can influence any child. I speak today because I have two mothers, and I know this firsthand. They nurtured us, and they were our first teachers and primary caregivers. On this monumental day, we remember our mothers for their lessons and examples in selflessness that are the foundation for success in any venture. But lest we forget, there is no shame in not knowing. The shame lies in not finding out. On this Mother's Day 2021, let us erase the shame of seeing challenges and not turning them into opportunities. Let us learn from the best, our mothers, especially their selflessness. I say this because regardless of who we are, it took faith on the part of our mothers for us to be born. It took endurance. It took selflessness and unique love and kindness of our mothers for us to have the opportunity to exist and become whoever we are today. Yet, what we see and what happens is that as we grow into the age of accountability, we totally neglect these foundational lessons that underpin human life. And the result of these negligence are all too clear for us to see. A dysfunctional society sometimes, and subpar progress where we complain more than we act, where we see more the glass half empty rather than the glass half full. On this Mother's Day, let us revisit and reflect on the values of motherhood that are the foundation of life and apply them unreservedly in everything we do. And to do this, I have what I call the 5 I's for you to take home. The first I is ideas. Each living person bequeathed with a sound mind by the Creator has ideas. These ideas are an expression of the unique talents that we all have been bequeathed by our Creator. But how many of us use ideas and apply them selflessly? The jury is out. The second I stands for innovations. Whether from yourself or from others, this information age is driven by innovation. Just a decade ago, smartphones, as we know them by today's standards, did not exist. 3 decades earlier, personal computers were virtually non-existent to most. But today, it seems nearly everyone is guessing at a glowing handheld computer that is a smartphone. So innovations that make life better are part of our lives today. But how many of us are using these innovations to go the extra mile and do that which touches many lives beyond your family? The jury is out once again. And that takes me to the third I, which stands for institutions. Let me say this categorically. Institutions are fundamentally people, not buildings, not names or policies or legislation. The quality of people are important. The degree of selflessness that individuals in society have will create the very foundational basis to drive progress. You are an institution. And the fourth I is incentives. And incentives are not money as we met to see. Inspiring and motivating others is a key incentive. We each hold a piece of what is required to bring transformational change, to bring inclusive climate resilient growth. The sum total of our actions, regardless of where we are, geared towards turning challenges into opportunities, means a lot. We must all play our part. And the fifth I is implementation. And what I mean by this is an inclusive incubation space that brings a critical mass of willing people who are willing and are ready to apply what they have, their skills, their talent, and have the attitude to follow structural guidance to continuously improve so they can selflessly do that which touches many lives. Across the entire continent today and even the world, we see young people and young at heart, joined by the philosophical underpinning of putting timeless values and lessons of selflessness learned from our mothers in everything they do. And in doing so, they are becoming examples for others to learn from and be inspired. They are leveraging on innovative volunteerism, a tool to change mindsets, to inspire youth, to retool their skills and apply them selflessly to turn their passions into profits. In driving climate action as they turn challenges into opportunity, we are seeing young people across the continent retooling their skills to start offering climate action solutions of waste recovery to clean cooking, with the aim of putting a stop to the menace of indoor pollution that is killing over 600,000 people each and every year. And they are offering sustainable alternatives, not complaining. And by doing so, they are also tapping into the 20 billion a year charcoal industry through offering valuable solutions that are affordable and dignified alternatives of fuel briquettes. They are also retooling their skills to offer effective, affordable climate action solutions of solar dryers to drive agro value addition. And by doing so, they are doing their part. They are playing their part in converting the 48 billion a year post-harvest losses that Africa experiences into food-secured homes and put more money in more pockets, as well as the increased economic competitiveness. These are our selfless, innovative volunteerism actors dotted across the entire continent and the world. They have chosen to selflessly light the way. Let us join them and become part of this implementation framework by making selflessness to touch many lives the core motivator of everything we do. And that's how we can pave a climate resilient pathway. Now more than ever before, as we rebuild our economies in a climate resilient way under the COVID-19 reality, what we need more of is a commitment to exercise these values of motherhood in everything we do, which are kindness, selflessness, endurance, sacrifice, and love for one another. Happy Mother's Day.
It is for you to make a difference.